All right, guys, we are back with Edison Format at Fort Worth Regionals, hosted by Epic Cards and Games. We have Joey Linch on the right playing his signature Machina Turbo deck versus Bluffednoc Prince on the right playing Blackwings. Looks like Bluff goes first, activates Black Whirlwind, summon Kalu, search Gale. This is a single elimination tournament. We're playing for a Light and Darkness Dragon Mat. This is the semifinals, so we'll see who will move on to the finals. Looks like he's going to Synchro. He's Surge Gale off the Whirlwind and then Synchros for Armwing. How many will he set? Sets 2. Now, I lost to Bluffednoc round 1, so I know he does play Solemn Judgment in his Blackwing decks. I know some people are cutting that card. I don't think he plays Starlight Road, so maybe he sets Solemn, but there's been times when I've seen Prince or Bluffed set 3 back rows with nothing to stop Heavy Storm. I think there was one time on camera where he set 4 and got heavy for 4. It was a while back though. All right, so who will move on to the finals? Linch has got 8 wins on the channel currently, while Bluffed only has 1. So we'll see who will get if these Bluff can get to his potentially get a second win. So Linch ditches Force. He ditches Force and Fortress, especially summon Fortress. Attacks over the Armwing, so no Kalut. Bluff takes 200. Now, we've seen Linch. He's been on fire the past few months with Machina. Now, this matchup is... the few times I've played against this matchup, I feel that it's much harder game 2 and 3 when the Dust Tornadoes come in, because they just out your Black Whirlwind. But that's every matchup. That's one thing I don't like about Blackwings. It's just, oh, he MSTs. Linch is MST, so now he won't be able to get rid of that Whirlwind. So maybe... Oh, he drops Dark Armed. Oh, yeah, he has 3 Darks. So now he's set everything. Banish Gale, pop the Fortress. And since he has no cards in his hand, Fortress effect won't activate. And then hits over the Card Trooper for 24 and passes. So I think maybe Bluffed has Solemn. Alright, so he ditches a second Force to bring back the Fortress. So now he probably has to attack into the Dark Armed. But Bluffed has the D-Prison. So now Linch sets 2. He sets 2 Dark, so he could potentially pop both if he wants to. So, okay, he has Giant Trunade. I don't like that card, but does he have Game? No, it's not Game. So he hits him for 28. Yeah, this is not Game. Now he sets 2, passes to Linch. I'm almost positive he has Solemn. He's left with 1 card in his hand. I mean, now he sets 2. Now, what will Bluff do? Will he pop the back rows or will... Oh, he pro-heavies him. Hits Dust Shoot. That was dead and another card. Dark Arm pop, and that is game. So, quick game 1 from Bluffednoc. I will give Prince this. Whenever he doesn't play hat, that's why we haven't seen him on the channel as often as we used to. And he, at least at the time, he couldn't make the Saturday Edison tournament. But whenever he does show up, he does perform pretty well. Alright, so Linch goes first. Mills Dust, MST, and Raikou. So already 2 outs to Black Whirlwind are gone. But I don't think Prince drew it. So here summons Bora, attacks. And Linch D-prisons the Bora. Maybe he really needs to get milling. Maybe he's got Pot of Avarice, so he's like, I really need to get these mills off. So Card Trooper mills 3. Another Dust and Dust Shoot. Does hit up 1 monster. Let's see if he decides to attack. Do you want to get potentially D-prisoned? Depends on the rest of your hand. Maybe you have something that... Okay, so he summons Gear Frame. One thing I've noticed is people have starting to cut... what's the card called? I forgot the name of the card. People have started to take out Pulling the Rug for Massacre of Strict because of the Dream Frog deck. So But the problem is, pulling the rug is versatile in other matches where Master Strict really isn't. So it looks like he's poking him with both. I think he did. 18. Yeah. Somewhere 43 to 8,000. He equipped Gear Frame to Card Trooper. That's not bad because Prince could summon Shura, and then Shura's effect won't activate if you protect card. Well, I think it's mandatory to protect. So you can protect your Card Trooper with Gear Frame. But Linch decides to Mirror Force the Shura. Does Bluff have Solemn? Oh, Trap Stun. Yeah, Prince has beat me a few times with Trap Stun. Pretty annoying. Especially in a zombie deck. And I remember one time he beat me with his cat deck. I had like 2 back rows. I was playing Bayou and I had oppression up and he trap stunned me and then I couldn't fight back because of my own oppression. Alright, so 66-43. Looks like Linch activates Trooper again. Ditch Fortress to Special Summon Fortress. For those of you guys wondering, because people have been saying this a lot, but you ditch 2 Fortress from your hand to Special Summon one of the Fortresses. I think the thing is, a lot of people, they just bring it out. They don't dump both of them to the graveyard. But I've seen a lot of people don't know the way Fortress works. And because you have to discard level 8 machines, right? So if you pitch 2 Fortress from your hand, it counts as 14 stars. So that's why it brings itself out. And if you ditch Force from your hand to bring back a Fortress from your graveyard, but I guess people get confused. Anyways, here he goes Blizzard into what, Armwing? Probably Armwing, and do you hit over the set monster or the Card Trooper? I mean, if it's Raikou, I mean, you're going to do about the same amount of damage, but here he's only going to take 19. You kind of want to get the Trooper off the field, though. You don't want him to mill 6 cards, because from watching Linch play, Avarice is like how he just outgrinds you, especially Blackwings, because you don't have Black Whirlwind up. He's going to outgrind you with Avarice. So he flips Raikou, targets one of the back rows, and he's forced to Solemn Raikou. What's that back row he's trying to protect? So charge, mills Hamster, Raikou, and Brain Control, searches Lila. So this is the back row he was trying to protect with Solemn. So Lila target, it was Icarus. I don't know, I'll probably just let that one go through. Yeah. He targeted I mean, he would have got Solemn. It would have been the same thing. But you don't pay half your life. Yeah, that's the only difference. You wouldn't have paid half your life points. And then here comes the Pot of Avarice. But I think maybe he was holding the Solemn for Avarice. Now Bluff's got 1 card in hand. Linch is about to draw 2 off the Avarice. Let's hope he remembers to mill off Lila, because sometimes people do forget. So he has draws. Should be 47, 1950s. Set 1. Yeah, and okay, he remembered to mill. Alright, so here comes a second Blizzard from Bluffed. But there's no Collude in there, so you can't really make a Catastor. So do you go Goyo, attack the Lila? Yeah, Goyo attack the Lila. Brio bounce the Fortress. I don't know. What's the move here? So he chooses Armwing. So I think Lila's defense is 200, so he's going to take 26. Maybe he's just trying to do as much damage as possible. Does he have Icarus? Yada. Oh, if he has Icarus, do you chain it? Oh, here comes another Avarice. Yeah, Lynch's signature card. Pot of Avarice. Man, every time I play this deck, my Avarices are always dead. Okay, 21 to 1950, and do you just attack to play around Icarus? Yeah, 21, 1950. So he attacks because he's got no cards in hand. So yeah, I think he has Icarus set. This is not looking good for Bluffed. I think now he summons Cyber Valley, banishes the Fortress, draws 2 cards. I think they're going to game 3. All right, he pitches Force and Fortress, special summon Fortress, sets 1, and passes, and Bluffed, sets a monster. Yeah, he definitely has Icarus. Yeah, it's pretty obvious now that back row is Icarus. So here, Linch summons Gear Frame. No, I think he's out of targets. Attacks. There's the Icarus. Targets both monsters he has to, so his set with Sirocco. Now Bluff has no cards, so I'm pretty sure they're going to go to game 3. Ditch Force for Fortress. Sets a second back row. Now Bluffed. Sets 1. End phase Regeki break, and that is game. So we are going to game 3. Will Linch pull off the Legacy 2-0 and get to the finals for the 9th time? Or like Bluff's been in the finals a few times, but he's only won once. All right, game 3. Oh, Bluff with a side deck Soul Release. I can see it in his hands. Bluff is going first. No Black Whirlwind. Yeah, no Black Whirlwind for Bluff. Sets 1, passes. One thing I want to mention, guys. So my locals actually changed the schedule. Now we're having 2 hat tournaments a week and 2 Edison tournaments a week. So I really don't know how I'm going to do things moving forward. Because I want to make sure like anyone who wins gets featured on the channel. So I don't know. I know Edison's still more popular than hat, so I might go to, because right now my schedule is kind of I tend to do like two Edison videos. No, I do 2 hat videos, 1 Edison. I might go to 2 Edison, 1 hat. We'll see. I haven't decided yet, but that's gonna start next week. Anyways, let's get to the game. So he brain controls the Cyber Valley, and he attacks. I think he has Trap Stun set, so he's willing to take the risk of getting deprisoned. So now he's going to use Cyber Valley's effect. Draws 2. Yeah, this is a huge, because like Bluffednoc, this was a +1 for him, because he replaces the brain control and the collude for the 2 cards he drew, and Lynch lost his Cyber Valley. I guess that's one of the weaknesses of Cyber Valley. If Lynch normals it like that, if people combine control it or brain control it or enemy controller it, yeah, that is one of the weaknesses of that card. But I don't know. Maybe I'd side one out game 2 and 3. So Lynch sets a monster. Here comes Bluff with the Shura. Attacks. Is it Hamster? Every time it's this hurts so bad. Even if you have the clue, it still feels like, oh god. The only time it's nice is if like you bring out Gale and and you Black Rose them. Now Bluff with the 3rd back row. End phase dusts the new one. He thought about something. What, is he gonna solve him? Oh, he's trying to protect the Dust Tornado? Does he have traps? He might have Trap Stun again, so let's see. Flip Raikou, Taria Shura, Mills, Deprison, Hamster, and oh, the Heavy's gone. Yeah, you can see Prince's. Yeah, he's happy about that one. And now Lynch. Normal summons Plague. Oh, I saw in Bluffnoc's hand. We know he's got Mirror Force. We know he's got Cyber Dragon. I think a Blizzard. So he synchros with the Armory Arm. Sorry, with the Plague and the Raikou for Armory Arm. Attacks him for 18. He's probably going to take it. So, well, if I'm bluffed, I can special summon Cyber Dragon, contact with the Armory Arm, attack over the hamster. Then you can play Soul Release if you want to. I don't know if he will, but it's not a bad move. Because Lynch's hand is kind of slow. Like, him taking that Cyber Valley, I think hurt him really bad. So now bluffed special Cyber Dragon. Lynch lets it go through, so no bottomless. Yeah, probably contact. Try to run over the hamster and then maybe play the Soul Release, but you can't hold it. I don't know. If I'm bluffed, I would probably use it. Just because I don't want Lynch to draw into Avarice. Like, I feel like I'm winning right now, so the way he gets back into this game is with Avarice. And now he goes Armed Wing, attacks the hamster with Armed Wing. Does Lynch have the Mirror Force? But then Bluff could have, okay, he has a D Prison, not Mirror Force. Change Trap Stun. Oh, he has the Mirror Force. So he had both. Yeah, it goes through. Well, if he would have just hit with the Chimera Tech, he probably D-prisons, and he still has the Mirror Force, so it would have been the same thing. Yeah, it would have been the same thing. So Bluff decides not to use the Soul Release. Let's hope he doesn't get punished by a Pot of Avarice. Alright, passes. Maybe he wants to hold it for like whenever he has Fortress in there. That's another possibility. So Heavy's gone, so now Bluff is free to set all his back rows. If only you guys could hear the audio, but this is definitely this video will definitely get demonetized for all the all the stuff Prince says. Alright, so flips Raikou, targets the middle one. It's Mirror Force. Oh, good hit. Mills Fortress. One of the Avarice is gone. Charge. He must have Avarice because he keeps checking his graveyard. Oh, Ditch Force. Bring back Fortress. There's the Avarice. So I was saying maybe I would have played it earlier. Now if you Soul Release him, it's not as devastating. Because one Avarice is gone, so now Lynch only has one more Avarice in his deck. Draws 2. Did he mill the Plague again? You know what? I just remembered. There was one tournament that I filmed that Lynch won that I don't count it towards the channel because I accidentally deleted everything. It was actually these two in the finals. All right, 2, 4, 8. So I don't think Bluffed has Torrential, so he goes for Stardust. But I guess he could have Bottomless, but he didn't Bottomless you last turn. I don't know. Mirror Force is gone. Do you risk maybe going for like a Thought Ruler or something here? Depends. If you have back rows, maybe you want to protect your back rows. So he attacks with Stardust, I think. What is he thinking about? Maybe he's trying to sell a D Prison. Okay, so he takes 25. So now we're at 66 to 29. So will Lynch walk into his D Prison? Probably not because, yeah. He most likely has one back there now. Bluff with the third back row. Summon Shura. Does he have Kalut? Yada. So we went to this big tournament, and it wasn't too big, but It was in South Texas, in Killeen, Texas. They had pretty good price for it. First place was an Ultimate Dark Arm, and my friend Cam the Man Neil, he played a similar deck to Joey's, and he agreed with me after the tournament that he thinks Upstart is better than Yada. And we'll see. Maybe Linch will join the bandwagon and play Upstart in his deck. All right. So gear frame. Linch at 29. So he's going to top for Plague. Synchros with the gear frame and the Plague. Does he have a response? I'm curious, are you afraid of... Okay, goes for Brio. Brio effect. Ditch Fortress to bounce back Shura. I think he's going for game. And hope. Let's see if you got 2 deep prisons back there, or like a Compulse, Book of Moon, something like that. Maybe he's trying to bait out an Icarus. So Brio is not game. So it looks like he's going to take the 23. So I think we know Bluff's card. So now he's going to deprison. So he did have the prison. He deprisons the fortress. And Stardust hits. And there's a second deprison. So Bluffednoc lives one more turn. So we know 2 of his cards. We know he's got Shura and we know he's got Soul Release. We don't know what his... Now, did he set the Soul Release? Or is the Soul Release in his hand? Now, if you're Linch, do you think he has Kalut? That's the question. Do you think he has Shura Kalut? Because if he does have Shura Kalut, it's not looking too good for Linch. So he activates Soul Release. Oh, he must have drew Dark Arm. Oh, wow. He just ripped Dark Arm. Yeah, he definitely did. That's why he's banishing his own Darks. Here comes Dark Arm. Shura. Okay, so he ripped a Dark Arm. What's his other back row that he had? So he hits for pops and then hits for 28, 36, 46. Leaves Linch at 2,000. Linch knows what he's drawing. I wonder if we'll see Bluff's other back row. He has Torrential and another card. Yeah, Torrential Force. And that is game. Oh, it's Icarus. Okay, so he could have Icarus. Oh, but he had the Stardust. All right. So congrats to Bluffednoc getting to another finals after he top decked Dark Armed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, check out the link in the description. I have a coupon code for 5% off Yu-Gi-Oh! Singles and product at Epic Cards and Games. The code is my first and last name, Oscar Zelaya, all caps, one word, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.